Somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. I say somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. And if you ain't got a neighbor, look at yourself and say, she finna bring it to fuck a night. Oh, we gonna jump right into it, because that's how we do it over here. I ain't gonna tarry too long tonight, y'all. But I told y'all, we gonna be going deeper down the rabbit hole on some things. We jumps right into it. Before I bring the message that ancestors wanted me to bring y'all, I first want y'all to see this video right here. I'm gonna play the video, and then we gonna come back and we gonna talk about it. Come on, let's do it. Okay. Now the video we just saw was of a lady who had a dark ritual. She had a hex put on her by somebody. And she had to go see a spiritual doctor to get the hex removed. Some folks, they think this type of shit ain't real. Possession ain't real. But I'm coming to tell you, my people, it's real. That's why it's important to have some form of protection. Having protection is like wearing a bulletproof vest. It may hit a little, but that hex, that ritual ain't gonna be able to penetrate. And that's just an example. Let's go a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole. Some folks ask me, and he says, so madam, they say, how do people become hexed? How do people become possessed and things of that nature? Like we saw in like the lady in that video and different things related to that. How do people become that way? One of the ways, my people, that people can become hexed like that and possessed is through food. Yeah, we eat food every day, but we don't really know that much about it. You can become hexed through food. If somebody can get a hold to your food, all they got to do is mix some voodoo herbs together and speak certain dark incantations over that food, and they got your ass up just like that. I said I'm coming to teach the Nizite. Another way that somebody can hex / curse you is through your picture. Your picture, your photo, a live video, and different videos. You can become hexed. And sister said, why you think they really made these social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, etc. I can go on and on. One of the reasons they made these platforms, and sister said, is so that the PTB can place down rituals on these platforms to make people become addicted and distracted. If you are addicted or distracted, you're going to be on social media all the time. And you end up becoming distracted away from going inside to create the life that you want. From going within / without to balance your chakras, to do your spiritual work, etc. All I'm saying is, and sister said, protect your social media. Protect your food and things of that nature. Come on, y'all. Everybody living in this matrix world, they need to be aware of the evil plans of the enemy of this world. And you have to be aware of your enemies, the ones close around you, known and unknown. I wish I had some help right fucker there. And that rabbit hole would go deeper. Come on, let's talk about it, y'all. I said, come on, let's talk about it. Almost everybody is aware how different pastors. We done been to church and we see how pastors, they pray for different people at church. I know y'all done seen it. Some of these pastors are dark magicians, dark warlocks, dark mages, dark enchanters, dark hypnotists, etc. And when some of these pastors, they pray for people, y'all. I said some of these pastors, they pray for people placing their hands on people's what? Forehead, covering their third eye. I told you that the third eye represents mystical intuition / insight. What are they doing? They're blocking out their third eye, their intuition, their insight. And they speak what they want over that person's life. This is called transference of spirits. Come on and keep up. That's what it's called, transference of spirits. When you read the mystery scripture, Deuteronomy 34:9, I feel like teaching. After Moses laid his hands upon Joshua, he was full of the spirit of wisdom. Moses transferred the spirit of wisdom into Joshua when he laid hands on his forehead. Can I teach you tonight, y'all? Oh, come on. Most of y'all seen the movie with Denzel Washington. It's a movie called Fallen. Okay? And in that movie called Fallen, people became possessed with an evil spirit just by touching each other. Okay? This movie was speaking about transference of spirits. Go check that movie out when you get some time. We're going to talk about it. I said we're going to blast the fucker enemy. Put the enemy on blast. Since we down this rabbit hole, my people, let's put the puzzles all the way together. People say, so. And so, madam, can you talk a little bit about sexual soul ties? I'm talking about these things, y'all, because they all go together. It all represent hexes, possession, and things of that nature. He says, so, can you talk a little bit about sexual soul ties? Yes, I can. Yes. A sexual soul tie. Let me break down what it is. A sexual soul tie is when a person has a whole lot of sexual partners. And sometimes you can just get one and pick up their sexual demons. Listen to me, a sexual soul tie is when a person has a lot of sexual partners, y'all. And their souls begin to connect. Their souls begin to merge. Their souls begin to bind together physically and emotionally with the people that they had sex with. If you have sex with somebody, if you had sex with somebody that may be possessed with dark forces, you gonna pick that shit to go up too. You gonna pick up the spirit and become possessed as well. If you have sex with somebody and they stay on lower level energy type of shit to go, robbing people, stealing from people, killing people, etc., you end up picking that same shit to go up. When somebody can get the body, they can get the soul. They can get the mind. Come on, y'all. Get either one of those things and you got all three. Rewind it back if you didn't catch that right there. I said if somebody get the body, they can get the soul. Vice versa, vice versa. And that's when it becomes a sexual soul tie attached with an emotional soul tie. That's why you see some people who can be treated like shit in a relationship. And they can treat each other like shit. And guess what? They still can't even leave each other because now it done turned into a sexual soul tie. Come on, y'all. A sexual soul tie. And then them demons start taking over. Them dark forces start taking over. And guess what? That person end up killing themselves. They end up killing themselves together. And then some people come in, they drop that sexual soul tie on you and they go leave and then they go give it to somebody else and then it becomes legions. I said I'm ready to teach tonight, y'all. Come on and let's do it. I want y'all to share this video right here, please. Because Ancestor said it's time to teach. We must be aware, okay, how we can become affected spiritually and not just physically.